Yeah, it's that time. It's that time. Yep. Oh yeah. All right, we're at Regal. It's Spider-Man time. This better be good.
It's our buy one get.
I'm the guy that this shit was made for. Okay. I'm sorry. That's me. Well, that was a pretty damn good Spider-Man movie. Ta-da! I'm home. All right. Spider-Man Brand New Day is the MCU's triumphant return to the big screen. And though it's not a perfect movie, it's the perfect MCU movie that we need as a lead-in for this year's Doomsday and the resetting of the cinematic universe. Our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is back in a tour de force adventure, where he must not only defeat an enemy he can't see, but his own regrets after the events of No Way Home. The MCU hides its progressive message here with damage control. The government organization is a blatant metaphor for ICE. And although this does end up being the focal point of the film, it doesn't overshadow the production with a heavy-handed metaphor in the manner of a series like The Boys might do. Taking place 4 years after the events of No Way Home, Destin Daniel Cretton's MCU follow-up to Shang-Chi and Wonder Man satisfies on almost every level. We open with a montage of exposition, sort of like we saw in Fantastic Four First Steps, where Spider-Man takes out Tombstone, Tarantula, Scorpion, and the Hand, showing what he's done since we last met. But unlike Fantastic Four First Steps, where this approach failed, this works, and this is because we've seen Spider-Man in action before, and we know what he does and what he's capable of, and that's why. It didn't work in Fantastic Four because, yeah, we knew these characters fundamentally, but we didn't know these versions, and as a result, the montage became nothing more than stale exposition. Spider-Man Brand New Day is filled with slow-mo shots that could be splat pages or covers in comics. Eat your heart out, Zack Snyder! The world we see is a fully realized MCU world, with characters we know interacting where they feel organic. Peter calls on the Avengers for aid, and Black Widow points him in the right direction, which happens to be below her pay grade. We get a visit to Bruce Banner, and we even get a healthy dose of screen time from the Punisher himself, Frank Castle. But none of them overshadow our spectacular Spider-Man. Because of this, it's clearly in the Marvel Universe, and even though it's stocked with Marvel characters, it doesn't seem overbloated. They seem natural in it. The ensemble cast is something that makes a Spider-Man movie work, from his wards to his allies and enemies. And Chris McKenna and Eric Summers know these characters, working with them through a trio of previous films. Tom Holland is once again the perfect Peter Parker. John Barenthal's the Punisher is here to be the everyman, through whom we see what's going on, and he spells it out for us with lead. And while he's there to be what he always is, a voice of fucking reason for the main character, be it Spider-Man or Daredevil, who's not in this movie, by the way. Sorry. Oh, and to shoot guns and blow things the hell up. That's what Frank's job is. It's his whole purpose in this movie. Zendaya as MJ and Jacob Batalon as Ted are delightful once again. But it's Peter's time with MJ in a poignant scene that I think is the film's strongest. Viewers who have seen Obsession will see the difference between a good person, Peter Parker, and a bad person, Bear, from that movie. I applaud the MCU for addressing this and showing why Peter Parker is a fucking hero. The introduction of Jean Grey into the MCU through Sadie Sink as the initial villain of the film is brilliant, but it leads to my only issue with this otherwise perfect movie. It cheats. Yes, the screenplay cheats. It's something that they could have fixed by giving us more damage control, acting like ICE early on, providing us some reasons to question their tactics. Some of the stuff that they foreshadow for the twist isn't given to us until the middle of the second act. You don't wait till midway through the second act to start showing your hand. You've got to slip a little side boob first, and then when you reveal the full titty, the audience's subconscious is like, yeah, there you are. I knew you were coming. This all being said, the film's cheating is cursory at best. It doesn't ruin your experience watching. Spider-Man Brand New Day is an entertaining film. It's fun. The special effects are some of the best I've seen in the MCU in a long time. And it's clear to me they wanted this film to stand out over the drivel that we've seen come from both Sony and Marvel Studios in recent years. This is the MCU we all love, and I'm fired up for Doomsday now. So sling your webs down to your local movie theater and catch Spider-Man Brand New Day right now. Is it this or is it this? This is heavy metal. This is Peter Parker.